Good afternoon, Gandy staff. Amy Ford.
And Brandy Holsey here to bring you the latest and greatest of your CSIP for the 2020-2021 school year.
That's right, Brandy. I think it's safe to say that 2020 has been one crazy of a year.
You can say that again, Amy.
I think it's safe to say that 2020 has been one crazy of a year. And even though 2020 is racing to an end, the school year is just beginning and we have goals.
We sure do. But before we get to those, Amy, let's make sure that all of our Gandy staff and family knows exactly what the CSIP is.
Great idea. CSIP stands for Continuous School Improvement Plan and is a fluid document that aims to provide a framework for the self-reflection and goal setting of our school to support the mission of Hanover County Public Schools of being a student-centered, not self-centered,
No.
student-centered,
Correct.
community-driven organization committed to providing all students with exceptional learning experiences to prepare them to be confident, ethical, and productive citizens.
In other words, it's a document that houses our most pressing goals for this school year.
This year, we have 3 goals, 1 academic and 2 climate culture goals. Brandy, why don't you tell our friends what our academic goal is?
Thanks, Amy. Our academic goal is as follows. By 2021, 85% of our students will be reading at or above grade level. At the end of the school year last year, which remind you was in March, 63% of our students were meeting that goal.
Most of the strategies we are looking for to push forward this goal, you guys already doing.
Yes.
Like PLCs, using data effectively, and unpacking the standards, etc.
Some of the things we've added this year are the Reader's Response Journal. Word on the street is this will allow y'all to have a universal collection of data to illustrate whether a student can demonstrate conception of the standard taught during the whole group in their own reading. Pretty impressive.
Brandy, did you know that our teachers are also intentionally picking books to ensure that all of our students and interests and cultures are being represented? Rock stars!
Wow. Well, and I can see that you're being shy over there, Amy, and not talking about the incredible work the SPED team is doing with ensuring that reading goals are aligned with effective interventions in our students' IEPs. We are paving the way to make an important difference in the lives of our Gandy Tigers, y'all.
She is not wrong.
Let's talk about our first climate culture goal. Amy, what do you got for the people?
All right, well, Brandy, our first climate culture goal is to create a respectful learning environment by reducing the number of referrals by 20% by 2021-2022. How are we doing with that this year, Brandy?
Well, last year we totaled out at 458 referrals, okay? But by this time last year, we had 151 referrals. Guess how many we have so far?
How many?
35.
That's awesome. If math serves me correctly,
Yes.
that's like 75% decrease.
Miss Twine taught you well, Amy. You're exactly right. Well, roughly. Please keep in mind, though, that the goal is not to ignore behaviors that deserve write-ups. The goal is to eliminate the behaviors altogether, therefore having no need to write a referral.
Brandy, we're still doing some restorative circles in the morning meeting.
Yes, you're right. You betcha.
All right, is our tier team 2 still...
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
Brandy, are we still doing...
No, the next question. That one.
Is our tier team...
Exactly.
Is our tier 2 team...
Beautiful.
Still meeting weekly on kids?
Yes. And this year, we have added the SEL component that is socio-emotional to the Tier 2 team as well.
Excellent. I bet that is needed now more than ever.
Totally.
All right. Do we have anything new we're going to add to help us with our goal this year?
Well, we are working on 2 things. One, a new observation form that when kids are requesting us, or when teachers are requesting assistance for kids, we go in and we observe, and then we have a post-conference afterwards with strategies for the teachers so that they have something concrete that they can look at. And the second thing that we're working on is a restorative consequences bank to help you with more options for effective consequences for behaviors that might have come up. We're hoping to have all that done by the end of the first 9 weeks.
We also have a new compliment card menu.
That's right.
Brandy revamped
Amy.
the COVID-19 regulations. So as we get those compliment cards, make sure to talk up the different options with our classes.
Good suggestion, Amy.
All right, what is the second goal, Brandy?
It reads, we want to foster a culture of competence in the area of racial equity by increasing the number of staff members who rate his or her level of comfort in regards to handling situations involving racial equity as confident or extremely confident by 5%, based on the results from the anonymous screener and survey.
Results from that survey we took after our racial equity PD showed that 65% of staff feels comfortable with his or her competency level in regards to handling situations involving racial equity. So we will retake that survey by the end of the year and hope that the statistic goes up to 70%.
Yes. So what are some of the things that we are doing to improve that comfort level here, Amy?
Well, we started with understanding terms surrounding this subject. We will continue to explore the ways to improve cultural climate in our classrooms through additional PDs such this year, but we will also are really lucky to have our librarian dedicated to this as well. She not only is showcasing books for our students that feature Black authors and characters, but also houses the staff professional library with loads of resources to help each of us reflect personally and grow in our pedagogy.
Amy, I'd say we're on the right track here. So I didn't even know that we had a professional library until this summer. That's awesome.
Great.
Well, folks, there you have it. Those are those are 3 goals that the team came up with and the things that our school is doing about them.
All right, we'll check back mid-year to let you guys know how we're faring on these.
In the meantime, should you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm Brandy Hulsey.
And I'm Amy Ford.